Hafa and welcome back to D12 Tonight. With me now is political analyst Ron McNinch to share with us his perspective on Decision 2012. Ron, we had actually a very interesting and refreshing conversation. What did you think about the candidates tonight?
Well, I think all five of them were excellent, and they had very thoughtful and well placed views. In fact, it's an interest. I think that tonight you had probably the emerging younger generation of future leaders right here. And they're all together coincidentally. So.
And it's nice because you do see more younger candidates taking an interest in running, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. I think that the younger candidates got a bad name about 15 or 16 years ago, and now they're catching up, and there's a nice, strong new generation that are emerging, and they're doing a good job, and they're coming up with very well-placed and well-thought-out ideas for solutions.
What are some of those ideas that you're hearing that you feel personally are some really well-thought-out issues and ideas?
Well, the first point is our elected leaders have to be pragmatic, and that is there are things that they can do that can really solve problems. And so we have to get enough of those kinds of people into a place like the legislature to really get them all in the same direction and get them into the problem-solving mode. There are a lot of good people in the legislature right now that are like that, but one common characteristic that I saw tonight was it seemed that all of the five that were here were like that.
Right. Let's talk about your new article that's on our website.
Sure. You know, we've for the last 2 to 3 years we've studied social media and Facebook and things like that. And we look at it a lot, and basically the bottom line is if organizations want to run efforts against political candidates, they need to buy ads for it. It's not free. And we call this free sort of news or free sort of media what's called earned media. And earned media is getting basically television or radio or even newsprint coverage that you don't have to pay for.
Right.
But if political action groups that are theme-oriented start going after candidates, they need to start paying their own way, because candidates have to buy ads on TV and on radio to get their message out. And when people are running against candidates, they need to do the same thing and pay for. It's not earned anymore. They have to pay for it, because it stops being simply a message and it becomes about running for office, and it's an elected sort of dynamic. I also talked a little bit about things like social media and other things. Social media has a lot of powerful aspects to it, but on Guam, politics is about what individual people are talking about. And it's not what they're talking about online or on the internet as much as what they're talking about in these kinds of face-to-face conversations. The internet can be a great starting point for those conversations, but it's that individual personal touch that really matters.